Hello, my name is Jim, and today I will talk about Chinese artists who have been immigrating in Australia for the past 200 years. In their new homeland Australia, they continued their passion and pursuit of art. They cultivated their art with a joyful zest for life. Specifically, I will talk about a young artist who represented these Australians, these immigrants, new Australians, and his name is David Min Bo Lee, known for his tireless passion for the fine arts. He's also known for his tireless pursuit in filming art.
Stand by, please.
Turn over.
Camera set. Action.
David was born in Guangzhou, China. In the 1960s, he grew up in an artistic family, graced with talents and strong moral values. His mother, Huang Huiming, was involved in literary music and poetry writing. His father was Liu Jiepei, a famous Chinese calligrapher and painting artist. Under those circumstances, David was able to learn a lot. He was immersed and affected deeply by their art, by his parents' art, which deeply influenced the rest of his career, his artistic career. When David was a child, he loved the arts, the fine arts. Particularly, he loved going to the films and sketching the characters and drawing the storyboards. He even liked doing voiceovers and also drawing the characters as they were moving. During this time, David became very interested in photography and film art.
"愿上帝保佑追击者，同时也保佑被追击者。保佑被追击者，我不明白。"
His fortune changed when he was accepted in the academy of famous Chinese painter Lu Yangguang. In addition to his father's mentoring how to grasp the oil paint medium, he also patiently taught him the tenets of drawing. As we can see in this book, he taught him about perspective, about line, about composition, about shadow. He even gave him feedback on every drawing that he did. As we can see back here, very neat handwriting. This was dated back in 1983. Till this day, David still gets advice from his father's feedback and comments. Moreover, he taught him how to treat people with kindness. All this had an impact, a profound impact on David's development as a character of integrity, but also affected his film career. In the mid-80s, at a young age, David made his first entry in the real world. His first job was as an assistant art editor for a newspaper and a theatre. He also was an illustrator for an art magazine. During this time, he developed an interest in design advertisement, computer art and photography, so he decided to study overseas as an international student. His first choice was Australia because it was and still is a wonderful leading education provider known for excellent quality teaching, internationally recognized academic degrees and up-to-date facilities. It is also a peaceful living environment and a beautiful country overall. In addition, he liked and was appealed about the kindness and culturally tolerant Australian people. So in 1988, David arrived in Sydney, Australia to study the fine arts, graphics design and advertising production. As we can see, we're in David's room of environment where he worked. However, since then he began to change focus in life because, as we'll see, difficult times were coming. David's first job in Australia was art related for a construction company. As we can see here, he hand-painted this brochure with his own hands. The rulers, the floor plans, everything was done by his own hand. He also done this one as well, as we can see, with very fine detail, all hand-painted for this art construction company. In that period he had another job that he worked for a newspaper and printing shop. Unfortunately, from the 80s to the 90s, Australia's economy was weak. Many Australians, including David, had to face unemployment and hardship. He had to earn money to survive and to study. And he had to work in various industries, from restaurants to factories, as a driver and even as a tour guide. After all his training and skills and the qualifications he had, he was unable to show it, to perform. What seemed as a hill in the beginning became a mountain to climb when David's wife decided she could not support him anymore. The fact that he wasn't working made it even worse for him.
路上的辛酸已融进我的眼睛，心灵的困境已化作我的坚定。在路上，用我心灵的呼声，在路上，只为伴着我的人，在路上，是我生命的远行。在路上，只为温暖我的人。
After the thunderstorm, the sun always looms. And for David in the late 90s, he received his first business. He established his own business in sign writing and art design. He was fully equipped and ready to go. Look, as we can see, this is David's sign production working environment. During this time he was also studying in business management, where he learned design, marketing, planning, and he even achieved to get a business diploma while working full-time. He quickly applied all the information that he got from the diploma to his new business. From quoting, designing, producing, sign installation, he utilized good management skills and always ensured that the customer got safe, beautiful services and products. It was David's first priority to always meet the customer's needs. In addition to that, he established a set of standard and operating procedures.